a central entry point and organizing force for violent white nationalism in America. He also makes clear how brute criminal violence against African Americans and other political enemies remains the central instrument of power, control, and fear in Klan political culture throughout entire regions of America. But Moore's fine-grained prose offers an even deeper analysis into the power dynamics that make the Klan a continuing threat to American democracy in the 21st century. Aware of the inevitable organizational security lapses that Moore describes, the Klan has begun to operate through slightly more sanitized groups that camouflage their violent white nationalism in the rhetoric of MAGA and right-wing extremism favored by Donald Trump and his movement. The far right of the Klan has begun to merge into the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, the Three Percenters, and countless other groups whose rhetoric and tactics continue to mutate and metastasize. But Moore treats all these moving organizational pieces as essentially interchangeable parts in the overall right-wing authoritarian threat to American democracy. Although Moore's knowledge of the Klan is based on his personal bravery as an undercover informant and infiltrator, his book also reveals that it is the Klan's own systemic infiltration of law enforcement entities and government bureaucracy that is essential to its power. There are the sheriff's departments that allow racists to operate with impunity in many places, the police departments that can alert extremists to ongoing investigations and feed them vital logistical information, the motor vehicle departments that can procure followers' driver's licenses and other forms of identification, and at the national level, the armed services, which can provide fresh recruits trained to take orders and violent action. The Klan and its paramilitary affiliate groups thrive on the constant blending of racist vigilantism and terror, with high-level official permission and bureaucratic support from within. This should not be surprising. Violent white supremacy began as an official national ideology in pro-slavery America. The Dred Scott Decision, 1857, affirmed the Constitution as a white man's political compact under which African Americans had no rights which the white man was bound to respect. After the Civil War and the Reconstruction Amendments, it was the purpose of the Klan to recreate political and social white supremacy in southern states through a combination of terrorist violence and reorganization of the dominant white elites that had been defeated by Union forces. Moore's riveting book tells an important part of the backstory to how January 6 came to happen. It also depicts the character of the ongoing violent threat to American democracy today. In the struggles ahead, all of us should show the courage and clear vision of Joseph Moore. Congressman Jamie Raskin, Democrat, Maryland. Preface. January 6, 2021 was only the beginning. When I enlisted in the Army in 1995, I swore an oath to protect the country and the Constitution against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. I served as a sniper and section leader for 3 years, during which I was deployed overseas defending the United States against foreign adversaries. I never imagined that years later I'd be deployed defending our country against enemies from within, in the form of domestic terrorists. Working as a confidential human source for the FBI and Joint Terrorism Task Force, I infiltrated the Ku Klux Klan twice within a 10-year period, between 2007 and 2017, and witnessed the seeds being planted for January 6, as well as what those seeds have sown. The nexus for right-wing extremists uniting toward a common goal, which is nothing less than a second civil war. In my first tour inside the KKK, the nation's first domestic terrorist group, founded more than 150 years ago, I foiled a plot to assassinate then-candidate Barack Obama, only to witness the Klan use his election as a rallying cry and recruiting tool that ignited a firestorm within the white nationalist right. In a subsequent stretch inside a second Clyburn, I watched a group that had long proclaimed itself the Invisible Empire gradually emerge from the shadows to unite the disparate forces that continue to roil this country today. It's estimated that somewhere between half and three-quarters